Hello, welcome in chat. I am your host, A2Cade. Welcome in, welcome in. We're going to kick off with some Panzerkampf. There was a new update that was dropped over the weekend, so I figured, hey, let's kick in, check it out, see what's going on. So, update 0.300, if we can talk today. It's a Monday, folks. What are you going to do? Anyhow. Update is 0.300. The new German tank destroyer, the Marder 1, has been introduced into the game, as well as, bug improvements, quality of life, server back-end stuff, you know what I mean, being upgraded. So, and, stabilized and all that good stuff as, the game pushes along to getting to its Steam release date, as well as, full out of beta, full release date. So there's a lot more on the plate, a lot more coming. We're probably going to see a lot more mini updates as we go along versus, let's just say, perhaps one big update. So that way, as things are kind of tested and checked off, put it in the game, move on to the next thing, and then so forth and so forth and so forth. Surprising that apparently I'm noticing more games using the Unity engine, which this game is developed on. So quite interesting. But anyhow, without further ado, let's kick off in, and we'll go from there. So here we go. We have the Marder 1 Tier 2. Kind of leaned back kind of look. And, she's thick in the back, boys. So, very, very interesting tank. I will say this shield here moves with your turret. So that can be quite helpful for bouncing shots, because you can kind of cut off some angle on the side here. Mind you, you really don't have any armor here on this tank destroyer. You got 10s and 12s at the most. So do keep that in mind. She's not going to be a major shot blocker. But you never know. You might get away with it, depending on angling and such. So she's not bad looking. Interesting look. I do wonder what the chassis is based off of, though. Very interesting tracks. I mean, obviously you have an open top, and it kind of looks like they put like a leather cover to shield perhaps from, elements like rain and such, but interesting. And then, of course, you've got the barrel retainer for transportation. So whenever tanks were, moving long distances, not actively being used, but moving usually from one theater to the next, or, one major city to perhaps, something, down the road, usually moved by rail. At the time, they would put these barrel kind of holders onto the barrel to secure it so it didn't get damaged during transportation. So really cool to see that kind of thing, being part of the model on this. Interesting markings on it. Not 100% sure what those markings mean, but very interesting. I wonder if this this plate looks like it could be kind of a pen me here kind of thing. But we'll see. We'll take her out. Interesting. It looks like it has some angle points, but it looks like it's got some pretty bad penetration zones as well. So I don't know how well she's going to perform. I know the gun is pretty interesting. So it's already starting at 88 hit points per shot, which is quite interesting. So let's take a look at the shells. Stock, starting off, you have 88 hit points of damage on the AP, followed by 85 millimeters of pen. Wow. Shell velocity of 790 meters per second. And they start you off with 20 pieces. Your APCR, 53 hit points of damage, so you lose about 35. So give it almost close to 50% damage. Yeah. You do only gain 12 millimeters of pen, though, which would be interesting because this is a tier 2. I wonder how the tier 3s would hold up against this. I think it'd probably be like a hot knife through butter, to be honest with you, but and the shell velocity goes to 990 meters per second. Quite interesting. Hey, McGandy, how's it going? So, and they start you off with 17 pieces of that ammunition. So interesting. Holds 37 rounds. I mean, if you're hitting your shots, I don't think you're going to burn through 37 shells with this, especially at this tier. I think this might be a beast. I mean, obviously, if you get speed and mobility against this tank, it's going to easily probably get penned on the side and the rear of it. But if you can maintain keeping this front on, and that gun firing, oof, she's going to be a nasty beast. Fine thus far. The details are really nice on this tank. Yeah, I was just going over some of that. I'm not sure what the markings, like this symbol or this symbol. I don't know if this was maybe like a mountain division or regiment that had a Marder. I'm not sure, but very interesting looking tank. Like I said, it's kind of got this laid back kind of vibe to it, and she's definitely thick in the rear. So she'll be a fan for the North American side of the game for sure, because she's thick with a double C. So quite interesting. But yeah, let's take her out and see. We're still chewing the fat on which tier 8 we're gonna go with. But I did pick this up because I'm like, okay, well, it dropped, so we'll take a look. Today it was 1,500 silver for free, so we grabbed that. And our daily orders are play a battle, destroy 2 tanks, buy 3 upgrades, which should be pretty easy peasy on this one. So it's 2 tanks and 1 battle. Okay, here we go. Let's take this out, see if we can clear off our dailies in one shot. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Radix. You got to get that in it, apparently. At least that's what Barbosa says. I still do got to get some close-up screen grabs of him. Even if all I got was some clips from the stream, because maybe he doesn't do close-ups. It'd be interesting. Oh, some Jagdpanzers. She actually kind of surprisingly sits kind of low. She does seem top heavy at the back, though. It's almost like it's gonna like tip over. 210 hit points to start. I mean, not too bad on speed. Does seem a little wobbly. Oh, the view range is bad. So we're definitely gonna want to. Oh, missed that one. Oh, oh. That's nasty. Oh my god, 106. So yeah, it's not really... It's not really a tank that's going to take some shots. But she is pretty nasty on the battlefield as far as the gun goes. Like, we're steady punching above our weight, hitting at 100 and change. Yeah, I knew that one was going to happen. But surprisingly well performing on the gun. The armor is definitely the suspect part of it, but I do not know how in the Sam Blue Blazes did this guy get there. Like, dude's cooked. Look at, like... yeah. I think this is going to probably be a loss, but what are you going to do? This is a tank for the second row, deadly out of nowhere. Yeah, that guy went full speed over the cement block. He must have. Yeah, this is definitely a tank that sits in the rear and snipes. For the first time out, I kind of wanted to see if I pushed it, kind of what the result would be. Even though I still got taken out, we're probably going to get an L there because, Buddy's trapped on that post. The gun is very, very interesting. I mean, the view range hurts for sure. At 222, like I think the view range hurts it, like stock wise. So you're definitely gonna want to invest in Commander really quick, and probably Loader. To be honest, Commander and Loader, probably gonna want to go heavy with that at first, because the gun's good stock. Like anything else you put in that is just like you're just seal clubbing at that point. But yeah, I don't know if we didn't win that one. So yeah, gunner's okay, radio operator's fine, driver, yeah, all this stuff is fine. It's just the commander and the loader, and I would go heavy commander first. So that's what we're gonna do. Get us maxed out here. See what we can drop this reload to. So 6.55 seconds. It's actually not too bad. Let's keep going. Shell dispersion's down to 70%. Signal range we can get up, which is nice. We'll go with the driver. Might as well get all this done. Firepower, let's see. What are we gonna 108? Wow. It's all good. Typos happen. All right, so we're upgrading here. So we're at 307 hit points now. What's our speed gonna be at? 32. 34. Oh, camo's at 16%. So now she's fully maxed out. So your firepower goes from 88 to 114. So you gain 26 hit points. Not too bad. Commander range goes up to 257. So you gain 35 meters of view range. So yes, quite nice. All right, let's take this out again and we'll have a look. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Dietenheim. See, and the problem is when you get this stock, because the view range is so tiny, you're kind of forced to be a lot closer than perhaps you should be. And mind you, I wasn't angling at all. I was just kind of just plopped, trying to take my shots because I knew I wasn't going to take a lot of hits. The only thing I could hope for was that I was able to keep my shots accurate and keep them going. That I could hopefully take out enough targets that it would mitigate some of the damage, but we'll see. So the view range is better. Could be, a lot better than what it is, but it's better than what it was. Shit. Hit him from 137. Boom, 2-shot. Oh my god. I'd hate to see if this thing had HE and penned. Like that, I mean, the HE on this would have to be like ridiculous. It's got a 75mm gun on it on a tier 2. This pig is just flying. Doesn't do too great going up hills, but on land it's pretty good. Oh yeah, I mean if you put HE on this, yeah, definitely it would be like a KV2. Gun bounce. Pretty maneuverable. Quite maneuverable. Shell's pretty quick to get there. Oh, missed that. That guy got bing bonged. So we took out 6 right there. Almost 953. That yeah, she's pretty nasty. I can understand why some people might be a bit perturbed with the Marder. Interesting tank for sure. Yeah. I get why I get why some people might be a little mad with that tank. All right, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. We'll mix it up. I have to say, I am quite impressed with the German tank destroyers thus far. Definitely seem to be a very, how do I put it? I mean, they have a potential to be a very equalizing element. I mean, especially if you got people that know how to play them well. Oof. I can see people walking into a lineup of Marder 1s and just getting obliterated. Because, I mean, it can basically two-shot a majority of tanks, if not all the tanks at its tier. Like, you can't do that even with tier 7s. Like, you're looking at 3-4 shots. So for like a shot to kill ratio potential, that's a pretty nasty tank. Yeah, the majority of these tanks are three or four hits to take out. And if that tank's doing it in what, 2 shots? Just wow. Yep, I've seen you. What is he shooting at? This guy's shooting at it in the dirt. Nice.
Мы одержали победу.
Nice. Just yeah. I really can't believe the damage potential of this thing. Like, literally 2 shots it's taking out tanks. And every other tank I've been in is taking more than 2 shots. I mean, even at its battle reading, or, you know, battle kind of bracket of, you know, tier 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, I don't think there's a tank out there that can take this out even with 2 shots. Other than a Marder itself, but then a Marder and a Marder is not going to face off against each other. So it very, very, very interesting. Wow. It's a huge gun. Like, just got kind of firepower, and like I said, the shot to kill ratio is just that's just crazy. Because I mean, we were just in tier 7s, and it was taking us, you know, 3, 4, 5 shots to take out tanks. On an average, it was 4 shots a tank. This one's doing it in 2. Like, wow. And that's the thing. Even though it's taking out like a tank with 2 shots, for the most part, it's taking more than 2 shots to take this tank out. I think maybe the only one that might have a chance of really punching it, like in the 2-shotter, might be an M3 Lee, only because it's got a 75 millimeter gun, and I believe it's got HE. Let's see this sucker. Yeah, it's got HE, so it's got 90 hit points. So even two. So let's say, give or take, let's say at 90, what are we shooting here? 114. So this is even hitting harder than an M3 Lee's HE. What's the AP on this? 69? Like, oh my God. I mean, 23 millimeters, yeah, you'd have to use HE. Because you're gonna pen the Marder. You have to use HE to get 90 hit points. I'm trying to think, what do they got at tier 2 on this? Like, that's smacking that. Even the tier 2 at its same rating, 38 is the most you're getting out there, and it's 18 millimeters. So you still have a potential of miraculously not penning, even though you've got like, a third more penetration value than anything else. What's up, Meadowvale? I'm trying to think here. What else? T28 maybe? 92 by 21. So yeah, T28 would do it. But I think even then it's, yeah, like for his hit points, he's 307 hit points. Even if you go stock at 210 hit points, like a T28 if this was at stock would probably barely two-shot kill this thing using HE, if the HE penned like full out. And that's like what, a tier 3. So wow. This is this is gonna be a nightmare on the battlefield, this sucker. I got one-shotted so many times in that, yeah. So, hey, Mrs. Kid. Got shot one-shotted in the Marder? You were in the Marder and got one-shotted? What the hell one-shotted you in a Marder? I'm just curious what the hell is hitting you for, like I said, stock 210 hit points. All right, let's take the T28 and see if we can get into a battle up against a Marder. I don't think we will see a lot of it, but we'll give it a shot. All right, T28 in 3, 2, 1, battle. I'm trying to come up against a Marder, and we're gonna see. But like, this is a tier 3, so you would have to be like a tier above, and you're in this tank. Like, wow. Like, yeah, that Marder's, yeah, oh boy. I can see why people are going to get upset with the Marder. I mean, it's a great tank if you have it, you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. But I can see why a lot of people are going to be upset about it. Because even fully upgraded, a Marder, I think it had 307 hit points. So even at this, 92 hit points. It's still going to take 4 shots. Unless you high roll. Maybe you'll get it with 3, but I don't think we're going to 2-shot a Marder, to be honest with you, but we'll see. We'll see if we get lucky and we find one. Yeah, I just hit a Marder there and got didn't get a lot. Shit. Shot over him. About 90. Yeah, you can't two-shot a Marder. Yeah. It's 111. 102. Yeah. There's no way you're two-shotting. Even punching at 111. If it was stock, maybe. If it was stock, maybe. But beyond stock, no, that Marder is just... I was hitting this sucker. I was hitting it for 111 and 102. So if it was stock, maybe. But then again, I'm in a tier 3 shooting at this sucker. And I gotta hope that I'm hitting sweet spots to punch above the 92 hit points that's standard on the T28. Just yeah. And this is a tier 2. Yeah, this is gonna be a beast. This is gonna be a beast. It was basic stock and got shot in the back. Almost everything took max 2 shots, but yep, 1 shot 3 times. Maybe try a T26. Well, if the Marder's not doing it, or sorry, the T28's not doing it at tier 3, I highly doubt the T26 is going to do it. Because you've got max 55 HP, penetration 16 millimeters. And your shell velocity is down to 480. So, I mean, even if you high rolled this, let's say a high rolled at 75 hit points, you're not two-shotting a Marder. You probably got smacked by either a T28 got you in the rear or an M3 Lee, or you got like basically 2 shots came in and they were so close that they hit at the same time. That's odd. The M3 Lee one-shotted you from behind. I don't know, because we just tried with the T28, and the T28's got more HP per shot than the M3 Lee. Like the M3 Lee, even on HE's only 90 horsepower, or 90 hit points, 90 horsepower at 23 millimeters. And then the T28 is 92 at 21. So you're only giving up 2 millimeters a pen, but you're getting 2 HP more damage, whereas the M3 Lee has 2 millimeters more pen, but 2 HP less. And yeah, it's a 75 millimeter gun, and I believe this is a 76.2 millimeter. I just, yeah. Maybe the high roll of hitting the ammo rack. Maybe. But like, I don't know. That must have been a hell of a shot. Like, that's got to be a fluke. Like, I don't know. I don't know how you got one shot 3 times in a Marder. I mean, I literally took it out of the first battle. I was sitting there and just making shots, and I was getting peppered. I took at least 5, 6 shots. But yeah, the only thing I can think of is the ammo rack. Maybe they hit the ammo rack in the rear here, like right in here. I don't know. I died once, but also after a few shots and 1 or 2 bounces. Yeah, I mean, like, we'll take it out. We'll try it. All right, in 3, 2, 1, battle. I mean, mind you, I've got it like full HP, but if somebody hit me pretty hard from the rear, we'll see. We'll play silly and see if we can see what trouble we can get into here. Interesting. First day or two, there were so many battles that were 6 or 7 Marders on both sides. Oh, I believe it. Well, it's a new tank. Everybody wants to check it out and try it and see, what's what. There's people already in the feedback section going on about this tank. That's 2 shots. That tank got taken out, and I think, what did he hit me, twice? 2 or 3 times? So we're on the rush now. Yeah, that guy was toast with one shot. Tier 1 tank? Yeah. Dude's got no hope in hell. If this thing had HE, it would just... It'd just be obscene.
Priorisieren!
105 gone. One shot. Like, that's just, yeah. I mean, I get it. I was playing like, you know, probably a lot more stupider than you should with it, but just, yeah, oof. I don't know. Maybe you got some bad luck, Metaville, or maybe you got like a one in a lifetime shot. I don't know. Like I've been what, about 3-4 battles in this now, and I mean, the first time I took it out, I got smacked. But like I took several shots. But I don't know. Even with an ammo rack, I'm trying to think. Like, do you know what tank it was that shot you beyond the M3 Lee? Because an M3 Lee has 90 hit points, even if it high rolled. Because the T28, I was high rolling at 111, and that's at 92 hit points per shot. So if we, let's say, take 2 off of that and say, and let's be forgiving, let's say 110. Even 110 at stock, you're still 210 hit points. I don't know, man. I think you probably just got like 2 shots that hit you that came in so quick they look like one shot. Like for some fluke, they both hit at the same time. I don't know, dude. That's weird. I just the luck. If somebody one shotted you in an M3 Lee versus a Marder, that must have been like the luckiest shot of the damn century. Because I don't know. Just had a 6 kill in the Marder. Yeah. I mean, it's a nasty tank. Don't get me wrong. And there's not a tank out there that has a 2-shot kill potential. Like I haven't seen a single one other than this one. So yeah, just I mean, I honestly I understand why people are upset about it. I mean, you have a tank that yeah, I mean if you're going up against the T28, you're high rolling at 110, 111. Yeah, you could 2-shot it. But for the most part, you're not going to 2-shot this thing. So, I mean, I could see the complaint that you're taking several shots and you're firing basically 2 good hits and you're taking everybody out. I mean, yeah. I can see why people aren't happy about this, especially at a tier 2. Yeah. I think, honestly, I think this one's going to get a huge nerf, boys. I think this is going to get a big nerf. Because mobility and speed, what are you really, what are you going to nerf on it? Maybe speed, okay, but mobility, that's not going to stop the gun. I don't know. I don't know how they're going to nerf this one, but I got a feeling there's a nerf coming for it. So, yeah. IS-2 and Tiger 2 with HE and a high roll, you can two-shot the enemy. Yeah, but like that's tier 9. And I mean, you're not doing it on a consistent basis. Like you're going to HE and you're hoping that you hit those high rolls. Longer reload? Maybe. I mean, this is like fully upgraded now. So we're at 6.55, unless, yeah. Because the view range isn't that great anyway. I mean, you still have to be closer than you ideally should be in this sucker. Yeah, maybe if you tinkered with the reload. But even then, there's, like I said, there's few tanks out there. Like maybe the T-28 that can perhaps two-shot this sucker. But like I said, for the most part with HE, you're not going to two-shot with this. Or you're not going to two-shot it and take it out. I mean, if you get lucky and you catch one sleeping and nobody's hit it, and you get in the rear, maybe. I don't know. But reload, yeah, you could nerf that. But it's, what are you going to nerf it to? Like it's at 6.55 seconds. It's already pretty slow for its tier at tier 2. What are you going to do? Leave it fully maxed out at 8 seconds a shot? Even then. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is going to get a massive nerf. Like I think you got to go with loader, and then I think firepower and protection. I think that's the way. But the problem is I got a feeling they're going to nerf it too hard. I don't know. I mean, I don't get me wrong. I understand why there's certain people in the Panzerkampf Discord going on about this tank already. Don't get me wrong. It's a fun tank to be in. You can like really mess up, the enemy team. This is an equalizer that on the battlefield, I mean, literally, even if you're in tier 1s and you're taking on tier 3s, if you had this sucker on your team, you're going to be all right. So I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with it, to be honest with you. Shall we try it? One is going in the Marder and the other on the T-28. Try to get in the same match. Maybe narrow the firing arc even more. Even the firing arc. I don't know if it's the firing arc. Like, I'll go into T-28 and we'll see if we can come up against some Marders and see, maybe we'll get lucky and get some shots. But yeah. All right, in 3, 2, 1, battle. And it's sad because it's a great tank and it's fun, but yeah, like I know as soon as I see the Marder on the battlefield, that's the sucker to take out. Like there's no ifs, ands, or buts. Like you take him out. If you get his gun off the field, I mean, the rest of it's a cakewalk. But as long as the Marder's on the battlefield, you're going to have trouble. So hopefully the the teams like the Soviets and the U.S. tank teams will figure that out. It'd be interesting to see how the M3 Lee's armor stacks up against it. I still think it's going to punch through face on, but it'll be interesting to see if it can make it bounce. That'll be the interesting thing. But either way, it's just oof.
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Мы подбиты. У нас серьезное повреждение. Наш танк в критическом состоянии.
Getting that shit kicked out of me because of the damn engine.
Противник обнаружен. Цель уничтожена. Противник обнаружен.
Oh, look at you guys coming over here.
Противник обнаружен.
Oh, Metavale snuck the shot off on me. But yeah, I even hit you in the side there, McG, and the most I got was 92. In my opinion, tank versus tank doesn't need to be balanced as long as overall teams are balanced. I mean, yeah, to some extent. But the problem with the Marder is it's too overpowered. I think, to be honest with you, in my opinion, I think it's at tier 2. I think it's a bit much. I mean, I do. I think it's a bit much. But here's the Lee, so hopefully this is a player.
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен.
I just want to see if he can bounce a Marder shot. If he can bounce a Marder shot, oh, he bounced one, so what is it? Okay, this is a bot. So, I mean, this is not a fair, like, what is this? Yeah.
Делать больше, чтобы одолеть врага.
Horseshit bot play. But I mean, I will say the M3 did block a shot, so potentially, I mean, the M3 Lee might be the answer to it, because it's. I mean, the M3 Lee and the T28 have got the same kind of gun. Damage potential's there as far as HE goes. But I think the M3 Lee's the only one that can potentially tank it. So, all right, let's take this out. We'll take a look. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Pardon me, folks. But we'll see. I mean, I get the initial response of people against the Marder. I get it. I mean, I don't think they've had a tank, at least from what I can remember. I don't think they've had anything where, you know, you've kind of had that huge difference in potentials. Don't have a lot of shots.
Enemy sighted. Enemy tank destroyed. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted.
Fucking bots, like Jesus.
Enemy sighted. Enemy sighted. We're hit. Target destroyed. We're hit. We're badly damaged. Our tank is in critical position.
Yeah, 140 that you hit for. So even pretty much face on. I mean, I had a little bit of an angle there, but yeah. I hope that you would hit me to test this, so I ignored you for. Oh, I didn't even realize. Like, I didn't know you guys were in the game until I seen Metavale. So I went and took a shot, and I think I had to hit Metavale a good 3-4 times. So, and I was trying to aim where the plates were on the barrel, because they're only 10 millimeters. So I'm like, okay, that's a thin point, and I'm like, okay, if I can hit that and pen through that, which I should have at 23 millimeters, should have blown through that like a hot knife through butter, and then had the round explode, you know, in the canopy there. It should have racked up more damage than it did, but I don't recall seeing anything, I should say, out of the normal. So yeah. If you face the enemy heads on, you're done in the mark. Well, not necessarily, because Metavale was pretty much heads on with me, and like that's what, like I said, that's what I was aiming for. I was aiming for that plate because I know it's only 10 millimeters compared to 12 millimeters elsewhere. So I'm like, okay, there's 2 millimeters less armor where I'm hitting than the rest of his tank, you know, on the front end of it. So I'm like, okay, I'll go and I'll do that. Look at this. This is just fucking batteries not included for sure. Oh my god. But yeah, no, Metavale was pretty much straight on with me, and I fired HE in because, like I said, 23 millimeters a pen, basically even close to double what even the strongest armor on him would be. So it literally should just like blow through that tank, and it took easy at least 3-4 shots, and I'm not sure if somebody else hit him from the side as well. But the Marder took shots. So yeah, not to say the M3 Lee didn't take no shots either. I mean, it's expected to take some because of, you know, the armor and the hit points on it. But I mean, you one-shotted me, or you hit me for what, with one shot there at 140. So that's what I'm saying. Like, that kind of damage potential out of this. So you're punching 26 hit points above. So even if I went in M3 Lee, 26 points above, and I mean, you'd have to hit 2 of them in a row, like I said, then you could potentially 2-shot a Marder if it was stock. But again, this is a tier 3 punching down against a tier 2. Bot dancing, I got lucky with that high roll. Yeah. Couldn't get a decent angle in the river to block your M3 Lee. No, I mean, but like I said, I was aiming for this plate here, which on your armor profile, that's only 10 millimeters. So I should like punch through that, even with 23 millimeters. Even if I went 10 plus the 10 here, I should have 3 millimeters to punch through quite easily. So I was hitting here and I was hitting in here, which is like, I think my first shot got you in here, and then you went into the river, and then I was getting you here. But even then, even if you say, okay, it's 20 millimeters a pen, still doing 23 on an average. So it's 10 plus 10 sloped though. Yeah, no, like I know it's sloped, but like I'm saying, even sloped, 23 millimeters. I've got 3 millimeters extra. And I was hitting him for 90, so I know I was penning. Like if I was low rolling him for like 40 or something, then I'd be like, okay, no, that's not a pen. But if I'm hitting him for, the max average rated damage here of 90 hit points, I know I'm penning. So, but again, a tier 3 punching down on a tier 2. This is the thing. Like, this is a tier 2 tank fighting against tier 3s and literally mopping the floor with them. So again, I get why people say this tank is overpowered. I get why people are complaining about coming up against this tank. The damage potential is just redunculous. I mean, you could literally 2-shot tanks on the regular, not like a one-off, kind of once in a blue moon thing. On the regular, I was 2-shotting tanks. So, and that's with AP. I mean, if this thing had HE on it, forget it. I mean, Jesus, that'd be absolutely insane. Because even let's say, argument's sake, for shits and giggles, let's say you went to HE and you gave up 35 millimeters a pen, even. The damage potential would have to be at least 130, if not more. So even at 50 millimeters, you're penning a lot of tanks at tier 3. And you're smacking, like, let's say, 130. So that's what? 16 points there. So, and thing was smacking me at 26 above. So I had another 16 to 26 above. That's 30, 42. So he'd be hitting me at 156. So even at 156, argument's sake, like even an M3 Lee with 424 hit points ain't gonna last long on the battlefield. And like I said, even if you're at 50 millimeters, pretty damn close to punching through M3 Lee's hardest point of 51 millimeters. So it's just, yeah. And that being said, 51 millimeters, and your average here is 85 millimeters a pen. Like, where the hell did we get 85 millimeters a pen at? Like, I'm trying to see here. What's the... $93 there. Maybe the Sherman. What's the Sherman at? 68. So yeah, about easy 8 on the US. KV2 I'm not going to count because that's all thing. Was this 63 on the KV1? So Soviet's not really fair because the KV2 is different because it's HE only. About 113 here. I mean, I get the complaint. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like the tank. It's enjoyable. It's fun to play. I enjoy the challenge of facing up against it. But I understand why people are upset about it. I understand why people are asking for this to be nerfed already. I get it. You hit me high and hard, got good rolls, and I was trying to angle to deflect. Yeah. And again, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, you're in a tier 2, I'm in a tier 3. Naturally, I should be able to take you out. You're a tier less than I am. So it should be, kind of, not if everything was balanced equally, it shouldn't be like a cakewalk, but there really shouldn't be a reason why I can't take you out. And the same thing for you punching up. I mean, it shouldn't be an impossible task, but it shouldn't just be one like it's able to do right now, where it's literally you can, close your eyes and just click, click, boom, your target's gone. So, yeah. I think they will also max the number of Marder in a match, like they will do with the KV2, perhaps. I mean, I honestly, I don't know really what the answer is. Because if you took the loader and reduced the reload speed, firepower, you reduced it, protection, you reduced it, as far as total hit points. I don't know. View range is not really a problem because the view range isn't great, to be honest with you. It's not, you know, it's not what makes this tank shine. And in fact, the view range as is kind of forces you to be a lot closer than ideally you want to be. And if it had a longer view range, this thing would be like, just forget it. It would be just ridiculously overpowered. But again, I still can't get over the fact that this is a tier 2 and it's walking over everything fairly easy. And the more skilled people get in this thing, I mean, I get it. I do. It's a fun tank. Don't get me wrong, I'm not shitting on it or anything like that. I just understand like where the issue comes from and why some people are feeling the way they are about this tank, especially if you're a new player coming in and you, like, let's say the first 2 or 3 battles ever are you playing this game and you get stuck in a Marder battle, like, yeah, you're not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. So I don't know what they do with this, to be honest with you. But I mean, for the most part, can we all at least agree that something needs to be done with this? What exactly? I don't know, but to leave it as is, as it currently stands in the game, I don't think it's a good idea. So, yeah, the other game has a Marder at tier 3. No, like I think, was it Hetzer and Stug are still to come out. So, I mean, that's going to be interesting because, yeah, if we went from the tier 1 tank destroyer, which is, I think, fairly balanced. I think overall in the game, I think it's fairly balanced. But if you go from that to this, that kind of leap forward in performance across the board to, let's say, the Stug or the Hetzer, whichever one's going to come first. Even if you had half of that kind of performance jump, it's just like, oof. Like, just, yeah. And this is this is only the 75 millimeter. I mean, we haven't even talked about when these suckers get the 88 on it yet, which is just, I mean, the German 88 was known for its nasty penetration and damage potential. I mean, that's why they used it on so many damn tanks. It was just, even on the later periods of the war, it was still like really nasty to come up against, and really, I mean, the Americans really didn't have an answer until they brought out the 90 millimeter. So yeah, just I don't know. I kind of feel bad. Barely easy, I won't say. Last battle was a loss for us in the mark. Yeah, I mean, win lose. I mean, you're going to get a win or loss depending on, let's be honest, depending on your team. I mean, and if you got the majority of bots that are like two brain cells fighting each other, I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, you're probably not going to win. But from an individual battle performance stance, yeah, I mean, and like I said, the better you get, you're going to be able to turn the tide of that battle where you could potentially turn a loss into a win. Especially if you're able to make your shots and you still have hit points. Like, yeah, just oof. This is definitely a force multiplier. This is a more force multiplier for sure. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I said, I'm glad it's in the game. I'm having fun with it. I'm enjoying it. But on the other side of the coin, I understand why some people feel the way they do about it. You know, and I'm trying to be as fair and objective as possible. I'm trying to play devil's advocate and see both sides of the coin, to be fair. Because if I'm gonna like put in an opinion on the tank, I got to look at both sides of the coin. I got to look at the people who are, you know, playing it and enjoying it, and also the people that are coming up against it that might not be enjoying it, and kind of analyze why. Like, okay, you're on the negative camp. Why? What makes you think this tank is, you know, it needs some balancing? Why? And then look at the people that are enjoying it, and it's like, okay, well, why are you enjoying it? And seeing if there's some overlap. And if there is, it's kind of like, okay, well, let's take a look at this further. Because if you have overlap, okay, there might be something there that you can objectively look at and say, okay, both sides are going on. For example, let's say the gun on this tank. Okay, well, let's look at the gun. Is it, you know, fine, or is it performing at a level that you're like, okay, yeah, I get it. So, I mean, and I just want to be fair. I just want to be fair. And when you folks come in and ask me about a tank or something like that, I want to be able to give you guys a fair evaluation, you know, and see all sides of the coin. Because I don't want, like, you know, I don't want the game to turn into like a SEAL Club fest either. You know what I mean? Because it's going to upset a bunch of new players coming in, and that isn't what we want. I mean, we want the game to be fun. We want it to be successful. We want it to be welcoming, and we want new players to come in, because the more new players that come in, the better this game's going to do, the longer it's going to live, and, you know, hey, the more fun for everybody. And I'm not one for, you know, buffing and nerfing tanks just because, oh, it's a Tuesday. Let's just do something. You know, I think if we're gonna do something, look at it and make some adjustments. To be bluntly honest with you, you know, I'm not happy with some of the response I've seen in regards to some of the feedback. It just seems very. Some of the responses, to be honest, have seemed very elitist, and it I don't know, it slaps me with the vibe of the other game, and I'm not feeling that. So, you know, I think the hesitation of addressing something because it's new and it just got released, I don't think that's a good thing. You know, at least in the way that it's coming across and being addressed, it seems very dismissive. And yeah, I think the best thing to do is just kind of say, okay, look, give me your feedback. Okay, cool. This is your impression of it. All right. Well, let's look into this and kind of see, okay, is there truth to it? You know, but I don't know. I'm sure I'm probably going to get myself in a bunch of trouble if I go on further about it, but it's just like, yeah, I don't know. I all I can say is, hey, I understand the issues. I mean, and to to an extent, I agree with it. And this is coming from somebody who enjoys the tank, and you know, hey, it is what it is. But I understand the complaints. So anyhow, let's move on. Let's take the Sherman Jumbo out, and we'll have some fun. Let's kick off in 3, 2, 1. Battle. And thank you for coming in, Lancastrian. I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. And guys, you know, like, don't be afraid to give me your feedback and what you think of the tank and all that. Like, you know, I think it's a good thing to have an open and honest discussion about it. You know, respectful, mind you. You know, hey, everybody's got a point of view, and let's be respectful of each other's point of view. But you know, discussion is good. I mean, because I think at the end of the day, I mean, if you're discussing it, then you know, hopefully you come to some consensus, and you know, we find a place where we meet in the middle and everybody can kind of agree, or you know, perhaps agree to disagree. You know, it is what it is. There's Meadowvale. The T3 Marder 2 has 295 hit points, 115 damage. T4 Marder 38 has 415 hit points, but still 115 damage. That still needs to be determined. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot that I think that they need to go over. And, you know, look at and kind of weigh and measure and figure out. And like I said, I don't want like a knee-jerk reaction either, because I don't think that's the right move, but, you know, I think the very first thing that they need to do is acknowledge that there's, you know, there potentially could be an issue. You know, like, don't dismiss somebody's point of view. Like, you know, say, okay, hey, all right, you think there's a problem? Okay, well, let's look into it. What is it that you're not liking? And the get good attitude is no. It's like, no, sorry. Like, for me, I will always lean towards sticking up for the newer player, the average player, over, you know, like the top end players. And if it gets me in trouble, it gets me in trouble. If it gets, you know, certain things taken away, then so be it. But you know what, I have certain values and beliefs, and I can't compromise them. So yeah, there we go. Meadowvale sliding in. Big G. Hey. Oh shit, you got bumped up. Nice stripe. GG's, guys. GG's. Can you imagine they bring in a spotting mechanic with the Marder sniping from the back row? Oof. I don't know how far they're gonna go. Like, I mean, I know there's some people that want, just from some of the feedback I see, I can tell some people want more of a World of Tanks vibe to this game, and I don't know. I mean, what makes this game interesting and fun for me is it's not World of Tanks. That's what I enjoy the most about this game. It's not World of Tanks. Are Are there some quality of life features from World of Tanks that could be potentially used over here? Yeah. I mean, cruise control, automatic forward and backward cruise control thing. Yeah, definitely. Variable zoom. Yeah. Trying to think what else. But I think those two things right there are good. Do I want it to turn into, a, you know, do I want to turn it into a carbon copy of it, or, or bring so many elements of that over here that it loses its identity? No, I don't think that's the right course either, but it is what it is. All right, T-34-85, and then I'm going to bust out my Tiger. All right, let's go. T-34-85 in 3, 2, 1, battle. I think variable zoom will come with the Cold War tanks because of the realism. Yeah, no, I mean, and I look forward to it. I like that they have that separated. I think that's the smart play, because then you have, World War II tanks with the technology that they had and all that from a realism aspect. And then the quote unquote Cold War era with, the more modern tanks and equipment and technology in that kind of separate section. So you don't have a mixing of the two, which I think is good. I think it's a good thing. Yeah, I'm playing this more than want. Definitely cruise control is a want. No Artie, yeah. And that's the thing, right?
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Мы подбиты.
Somebody's got a KV2. Oh, nice shot.
Противник обнаружен. Мы подбиты.
Shit. Shot over his dome.
У нас серьезное повреждение. Наш танк в критическом состоянии.
Nice. Sorry if I backed into somebody there.
Противник обнаружен.
Shit. 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 Got it.
Наш бой закончен.
Spent too much time on those tanks on the right there. GG, guys. And no stupidly fast wheelies. Oh, dude, the wheelie tanks. You know what? I'll be honest with you. Okay. The French tanks in that game just piss me off. They're like, honest to God, I'm like, I'm just like, were y'all on crack when you made these things? Like glass cannons. Either the gun is amazing and everything else is so damn paper thin on them, or the gun is shit and they actually have armor, or they have those stupid wheelie tanks, which are annoying as fuck. I'm like, that's not even a tank. That's like an armored vehicle now. Like, come on. Like, it doesn't have tracks. How are you calling that a tank? It's a fucking armored vehicle. It's a car. Just just call it an AV and just move on. Like, just, I don't know. Like, I think the only decent tank, I think for them is when you get into the BDR and the RL-44. I think then, like, the heavy tanks, they're decent. The tank destroyers to some extent are okay. The Sao 40 with that fucking pimple on its the pimple of the cupola on the top of it is just ruins that tank, but it is what it is. I hate the Brit wheelies. They took an APC and called it a tank. Well, yeah, that's yeah. Like, that's what I mean. Like, they're not. The second that you remove tracks like this from a tank, it's, to me, it's not a tank. It's an armored vehicle. Then, like, to me, I mean, it's a very specific thing for tanks. Tracks. It's a tracked vehicle. Like, even like a half track is not a tank. So, you have a vehicle with half of it tracks, half of it wheels. It's still not called a tank. It's called a half track. So how do you call a vehicle with all wheels on it a tank? It's got armor on it? Okay, well, then it's an armored vehicle has armor on it. It's got a gun on it? Okay, well, armored vehicles can have guns on it. I mean, just, it is what it is. All right, let's bust out our Tiger. Tiger 1. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Radix. No track, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, there's certain things in World of Tanks I can appreciate, and there's other things I'm just like, oh. Yeah, I just take a frying pan to my dome. And not even a light one, like a good old heavy duty cast iron, just fucking bing bong it. And I mean, they're like, I don't know. It seems tone deaf.
Los geht's.
Which is odd because you figure, like, there's so many examples of, fuck around and find out in gaming that it's just like, come on. Bungie. Like, okay. EA. Activision Blizzard. Ubisoft.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet.
Oh, speaking of which, folks, tonight I think we might do, maybe, I'm still debating on my evening streams, but I think we might do some Skull and Bones.
Gegner gesichtet.
So if you're a Sea of Thieves pirating kind of game fan, you never know, you might like this one. I mean, for the price point that it's at now, I can get down with it.
Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt.
What is going on with the graphics right now? Holy shitballs. Is everybody else seeing this? What in the blue blazes of Fushnikins foo-fuckery is this? Like, wow. And if you guys are having this problem, then I know it's not just an NA issue. Oh my god. Okay, this is just, come on. Like, it's weird because I got was it a blue screen of death before I started stream, which is what caused me to be late to stream. And like literally I was about to hit start stream and then all of a sudden just I was in the game and got blue screened and I'm like, okay, what the hell? And now we're getting all kinds of lag issues. I'm just like, okay. Oh my. Like, look, oh my god, guys. Just, yeah, wow. GG, guys. I just, yeah. Let's wait a couple minutes before we kick off into the next one because just wow. Okay, make sure you get your dailies, boys. Wow. Same here. That was bad. Yeah. So I don't know if what's going on. Let me yeah, let me just put a thing out here in there. I just, yeah, like, oof. See here, see if there's something here. It just, yeah, I'm not really seeing anything in the general. Yeah, I'm not really seeing anything in the thing there. Uh, I thought of an internet node issue. That's what I thought, honestly, McGandy. But like, if I'm having that problem, you're having that problem, and Metavale's having that problem. I know that's 3 points in the world. 2 out of the 3 are in the EU. So you figure 3 different points in the world are all having the exact same issue at the exact same time. I don't know if yeah. I think it might be a bigger issue than just an individual node thing, but who knows? Um, but yeah, I know they had an issue. Hope you're all having an awesome day. Thank you, Mrs. Cade. And sorry if I missed anybody in chat. I think I read everybody's message. So if I've missed your message, please let me know. I do want to make sure I get everybody. So I believe I have, but in case I'm wrong and I did miss you, hey, let me know. I want everybody to feel, welcomed and included here. And I enjoy interacting with the community in chat. Yeah, but as I was saying, I know they had a server issue. Could be the game server node had 1 or 2 issues earlier, but that was the worst so far. Yeah, there was I know there was an issue previously, or they had something. But let me see the. Okay, so the official dudes are live right now. Let me see who's on, who's hosting it over there. Ugh, Twitch ads, bing bong, bing bong. Okay, it looks like they're just starting. So I don't know who's hosting. Does anybody know who's hosting it? Is it Barbosa? Is it might be Medius? I think it's Medius. Let's see. Oh, it is Medius. Sounds like he's hacking up a lung. Sadness. Frederick Forsyth, author Day of the Jackal, and so many other books, has just passed. Oh shit, dude. Bummer. I never read the books. I seen the movie with Bruce Willis. It was pretty good. All right, let's try it again, boys. Let's try another one. All right. Here we go. We'll go with the tiger again. All right. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Yeah, Alamein. You're not seeing the movie with Edward Fox as the Jack. It was so much better. Isn't that the original? I think I might have seen that one. I know there's 2 versions. There's one with Bruce Willis, and then there was a previous one of that. Yeah. I've seen them. But I did like the Richard Gere Bruce Willis kind of matchup. I mean, Jack Black. That was funny. It's funny when you go back and you see like a lot of actors in like early roles. It's funny because you're like, oh, you just, you're like, you don't think of them. And then all of a sudden, when they make it big, you're like, oh my God. You go back and you see them and you're like, wow, yeah, okay. Like whether it's like a TV show, like a guest spot on a show, or like a movie role like that, you're just like, oh, okay. I have to admit, it must be weird to kind of like see a movie where you're acting in it. What the hell is this guy doing in the KV2? Oh, you're toast now, buddy. You missed. So the lag seems to have gotten better. But that was like, oof, that was bad. Just keep an eye out there, folks, in case the big bad lag tank gets you. See, this is what I like about the Tiger tank. It just, for the most part, the gun just pens. Like, it might not always hit north of 200, but it's so good. Like, it's a tank, honestly, beyond the KV2. It's a tank that I feel like it can be competitive, pretty much at anything it's going to come across on the battlefield. Hit me in the track. Bum. Hit me in my right track. So I'm pulling towards the right. There we go. I'm so glad I got this tank. It's just... like, it performs so well, but it's not like a tank where it's like OP. Like, you can still get your ass handed to you by other tanks. But it's a tank that I feel is you know, I guess about as well balanced as you could get it for its tier. Gun's accurate, it pens, it performs. The armor's not impenetrable, but it's serviceable. Getting bing bonged by these KV2s. Oh shit, that's not good. Damn it. Yeah. As soon as I low rolled him, I'm like, yeah, no, we're done. But surprisingly, even though we were taking on 3 KV2s there, oh my god, yeah, we're not. I don't know if we're gonna win this one. I doubt it. Oh, what? Just bad bot play. KV2 weak spot, turret, ring all day long. Oh yeah. I mean, you could hit it in the cheek. You could hit. There's a lot of spots on the KV2 you could hit and pen. Or I was still getting 200 and change. Just that last shot, it was, I think it was like 160. So, if it would have just a little bit more, I would have been all right. Shoot, dude, like, this is why we need a bot overhaul. Like, this is just, like, what are you backing up for? Like, nah. So, folks ask often in the official stream, how can you tell who's a bot and who's a player? This is a bot. When you see stupid shit like this is a bot. The guy had a shot clear as day for a while on that one KV2 with like no hit points. Didn't take the shot, and this guy's just kind of do backing up, taking a sweet time. That's typical bot bullshit. And then, you know, let's back up into nothing, and like what's this? This is just, it's horrible. It literally drags out the game for no reason. So it's like two brain cells fighting against each other. It's just, yep. Sometimes the bots are going back and forth all day long and not taking a shot. No, I mean it's frustrating. I had at least 2 battles today where stuff like this happened, and we ended up at a draw. Bots like that could kill the game for other players because you get no enjoyment. No, and that's the thing. Like, the bots need, you know, they need something. I mean, for some parts, you know, in some battles, I mean, the bots seem to perform really, really well, which is surprising. And that's the problem with the bots, because you never know what you're going to get. Like, you could get a potentially, you know, good set of bots, so to speak, that actually perform. And there's been a couple of times where, hey, I've been caught sleeping on some bots and got served up some humble pie real quick. But then you run into battles like that and you're just there. You're like, oh, you're like, why? So, you know, I'd rather have, you know, maybe less performance on the top end if there was none of that at the bottom end like that. But how they get there, I don't know. But that's just, I don't know. All right. Let's go 3485. All right. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Let's go. My favorite Bond 8 start of a battle, do a 180 and drive into the edge of the world. Yeah, either that or they all crash into each other and create a traffic jam. Yeah, we've had that a few times.
Противник обнаружен.
Time for me to bug out. Chef duty's call. No worries, Meadowvale. Enjoy. I wonder what you're having. But just on a side note, for STO, the Fed side, I've kind of loaded up as much as possible. And then same thing for Knights Templar on the Fed side. I think there's a major upgrade on the research lab for that one.
Противник обнаружен.
And the KDF side, I think we're pretty good there, but I'll have to double check later on today if I can
Противник обнаружен.
to see if we need any projects loaded there or not. I don't think we do, but I'll double check today.
Противник обнаружен.
Oh, shh.
Мы подбиты. Цель уничтожена.
Come on, tracks. But thank you for hanging out, Meadowvale. I appreciate that. And thank you for the games.
Противник обнаружен. Цель уничтожена. Мы подбиты.
This guy over here taking snipe cheap shots. Oh, we bounced him. Oh, we got a pen. Oh, he moved. What?
Вы одержали победу.
Look at this traffic jam. That's what I'm talking about. You see that, McG? Like, what the? Like, what the hell is that? Oh my god. GG on the damage, dude. Oh. All right, let's go. Bada bum bum bum. All right, let's play this one again. All right, in 3, 2, 1, battle. I created that jam, killing one after another. Something happened there. And then we'll bring out the Marder after this battle. We'll take her out and highlight her again.
Противник обнаружен. Поехали.
All right, let's go.
Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен. Противник обнаружен.
Oh, low rolled him.
Цель уничтожена.
Don't you run.
Мы подбиты. Противник обнаружен. Мы подбиты. Отряд противника уничтожен. Мы одержали победу.
Nice. Here we go. We deflected some shots. Oh my god. That was all from probably the Panzer IV. All right. Let's break out the darling. So we all can be like, what's the matter for you? What's a martyr for you? All right, let's go. All right. Marder 1 in 3, 2, 1, battle. Got deep 9. Bing, 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 bong, bing.
Gegner gesichtet. Vorwärts!
I was like, wait a minute. I was just thinking for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute. Where's Life Gaming? He's normally strolled in by now. Might have some doctor stuff or something like that.
Gegner gesichtet.
Yeah, 120.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner
Oh,
gesichtet.
I hit him on the toe. That's why we didn't two-shot him.
Gegner gesichtet.
He's out.
Gegner gesichtet.
Oh, Damn barrel bounce. $125. Shh, Nikes, he's got me. Damn it. I was worried about the guy in the hill, not the guy in front of me. And I got too aggressive there. I got too aggressive. But even playing it aggressive, I still got a tank knocked out. I still did 339 hit points and damage. And we got, what, a 7-3 lead? Okay, I guess they're gonna even it up. Okay. Come on, McG, it's all you, buddy. Oh, here he comes. 118. Steady. Boom. McG's just batting clean up right now. Oh, a low roll. Dude, that's funny. You picked up 3, like, just bing, bang, boom. Just like that. Ooh, 5 in total. Look at that. 1,012, 5 kills, 10,000. Like, yeah. And I was playing stupid aggressive still. How did this guy block 323 damage? He made 8 point. He probably hit him once. All right. All right. It happens. Yeah, it does. All right. Let's go again. In 3, 2, 1, battle. Let's go. Do a couple more battles. I'm hurting right now. I'm beat. Want to gonna get a bite to eat. Maybe have a quick nap. Yeah, it's silly me. Now, normally in any other tank, that would have just been like, you're insta-bonged. These guys are just waiting. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, he's cooked. Yeah.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Und getroffen. Mehr beschädigt.
So gun depression seems to be one of the few hindrances to this tank.
Gegner gesichtet. Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt. Gegnerischer Panzer gestoppt. Unser Panzer ist in kritischem Zustand. Unser Kampf ist vorüber und wir haben gewonnen.
Yeah, he was like smacking me in the side and he still didn't. Oof. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Shall we go again? All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. So really, other than gun depression, I haven't really found much wrong with this tank, but every tank seems to have gun depression issues. So,
Gegner gesichtet. Over! Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet. Gegner gesichtet.
let's go. Boom, 2 shot out.
Gegner gesichtet. Und getroffen.
Missed him. Come on. Hey, Kay, how's it going? How are you doing? Surprised to see you. Don't worry, I won't tell Goose you're playing hooky on him. Appreciate you hanging out. It's nice to see you. How's Sheb doing? Doing good. Thought I'd pop in while working. So I appreciate that. That is so awesome. we're just checking out the new Marder tank that was just released in Panzer here, and yeah. Just you know, having some fun, blowing things up. Seeing how much trouble we can get into with this tank and how much chaos and mayhem. Oh, I low rolled him. So you tell him what? Haha, my volume was too low. Oh, I said, yeah, I won't tell Goose that you're playing hooky on him. It's okay. Chev's doing good too. That's awesome. Thanks for asking. Oh, I'm doing good. Doing good. Little tired, you know, but for the most part, doing good. GG McG. Doing good. It's, you know what? It's just, it's awesome to see you. And trust me, you have no idea how much I appreciate it. Especially, I know, yeah, you're working, and, you know, usually the only time that, you know, I get to see any of you guys is usually when Goose is streaming, because when I'm streaming, sometimes he's streaming. So, I mean, I get the draw. I mean, he's, you know, Goose is Goose. How could you say no to Goose? I often give him a tab and lurk, even if I'm on myself. So he's just so lovable. As if Goosey would care that I was playing hooky from where. Well, it's true. He's probably doing the same. He's probably doing the same. All right. So let's take this puppy out again. And I really want to kind of give this a couple more battles. I mean, I'm pretty much firm in my opinion on it, but I want to give it a couple more battles just to be 100% sure. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. So I'm sure Goose is still trying to find his glasses. I swear to God, every time I see that clip, I bust out laughing because I caught him. I caught him one night. It was like an instant replay of the clip. I'm like, "Hey Goose, where's my glasses?" And he's like, starts looking around. Then right away he's like, "Shut up, shut up." And I'm like, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "Okay, that is, oh, it's Goose to a T." I really hope he streams more on his Rooster channel. I would really, I mean, I think a lot of the community likes, you know, don't get me wrong. I mean, his bread and butter obviously is World of Tanks, and I get that. But I feel like he's got potential, like a huge potential when it comes to pivoting to other games, and I think people are enjoying it. I enjoy it, especially when he's doing like Fallout or just anything different, because it's I don't know, he just seems more like himself, so to speak, like more relaxed. Like it's just like, hey, let me game and have some fun. I don't have to worry so much. Whereas I know when he's streaming World of Tanks, it's, you know, I don't know, it just seems like it might be a bit for him. You know what I mean? Not like a bit, like he's putting on like a show, like it's not really him kind of thing. But, you know, it's just, I don't know. I feel like maybe sometimes it can be a bit taxing on him. It just seems, I don't know. He just seems more, like I said, more relaxed. Which is good to see. I enjoy that. I like the more genuine, natural, just, you know, just like a big deep breath, exhale kind of, you know, just I don't know. Sometimes it just, it's like the more kid side of Goose comes out. I don't know if I'm describing it properly or you know, being fair, but I mean, if you get what I mean, you know what I mean. I guess you would. I mean, if you know Goose, you know Goose, and you know kind of where I'm jabbing at. I mean, I'm still envious of his career and everything he's accomplished. Like, I mean, for me, he's still a measuring stick I want to get to one day. So, you know, hopefully we'll get there. This game looks so similar to what? Have you shared that opinion with him? I think it would help. I have, but like every time I've talked to Goose, like I tell Goose, like I'm like, and I told him when he was discussing the channel, and I said, dude, like, yeah, because I know he was him and Han about getting away from it, you know, and kind of, you know, branching out. And I said, dude, like, do it, like I told him, like, you know, without like literally fawning over him and, you know, pardon my French, dropping on my knees in front of him. But like, I'm like, dude, like you have this infectious personality. Like, you know, like, honestly, you like when you think Canadian, you just, I don't know. For me, I see Goose, you know what I mean? Like anybody I've ever turned on to Goose's channel, I've never had them come back and say they haven't had a good time. You know what I mean? He's an all around good dude who cares and genuinely cares about, you know, his community. He cares about other things like Make-A-Wish and, you know, the USO and like all the charity work he does, like Toys for Tots. I mean, I know that's like it's him. You can tell it's him, and he puts his whole heart into it. I mean, yeah, he's just Goose is an amazing dude. But yeah, and that's what I mean. He's more relaxed on that channel, and I've told him, I'm like, dude, like you're freaking amazing. Like, run with this. I'm like, yeah, you have a great platform to spring off of because people know you from this. And I get the fear of leaving that and moving on to other things. But if anybody can do it out of that community, hands down, I know it's Goose. I know it's Goose. Goose could do it. And I hope he sees the potential that he has. And, you know, again, I'm not trying to blow smoke up his ass or anything like that. You know what I mean? And I'm not just, you know, kind of like hog riding him just for the sake of it. I genuinely hope, you know, he hits whatever success he wants to hit. He's you know, he's a wholesome dude, and it's rare in this day and age. It's rare in this game where people like they care about others more than per se themselves. And I know the amount of shit that, you know, people dump on him in just private chats. Like I can't fathom how he keeps it all together. Honestly, it's like a sponge and he just absorbs it. And I know I used to be able to do that, but I can't do that anymore. Like it would overwhelm me, and I know like he does it, and it's just like I'm gobsmacked. No, it is. Like, I mean, he's a wholesome dude. And I mean, he's done, or at least tried to do so much for me behind the scenes, where he really didn't have to. I mean, unfortunately, you know, things didn't go the way I'm sure we both wanted them to go in, you know, the many things, you know, he's attempted. But just the fact that he attempted speaks volumes, and it it means a lot. Especially because considering he wouldn't have to. So, I mean, I got to give credit where credit's due. Yeah. I mean, he's an awesome dude. And I envy anybody who gets to hang out with him on the regular. Especially off stream. Because I'm sure off stream he's even more of a blast. Well, I mean, I wouldn't say I'm sure. Like, I know for a fact. But, like when he lets his guard down and he's just him, no holds barred. Yeah. I envy anybody who gets to experience that on the regular. The little bit that I have, had the privilege of experiencing is, I mean, yeah, he's a good dude. He really is. And, I honestly wish him nothing but the best. I hope this Rooster channel of his just explodes. I think he has the potential to do it. I wish he would just do it. You know what I mean? Because I don't know. I mean, to me on the outside looking in, and just again, speaking out of my ass, because I haven't talked to him about it, and I can't say 100% if this is legit or not, but I think there's a little bit of a fear there to let it go. But I don't know. It just, to me, it seems like his heart isn't in it as much as it used to be. Simply because of, the direction and the decisions that they've made over there. And I feel bad for him because I can tell sometimes he's got to spin shit into solid gold. And I know I'm like, dude, I don't know how you do it, but, yeah, I mean, what can you say about Goose that literally it probably hasn't been said a million times? And it's funny. I mean, who knows if you'll even ever see this, but yeah, the dude's amazing. So even though when I know I can't and I shouldn't, financially help with a lot of the things he does, I try to. And I know he appreciates it. And I know it surprises him, especially him knowing, what's going on behind the scenes for me. But you just can't say no to the guy. He's the very same off stream as on stream. What you see is what everyone gets. No, and that's what I mean. I mean, he's a cool dude. I'm out of game now. Need a break from it, but still be in Lark. No, I appreciate that, McGandy. Thank you. Yeah. I'm just, shooting the breeze here. I honestly, folks, I don't get a chance to speak to certain folks, on the regular. So, thank you for indulging me and just having some idle banter right now. Thank you. But yeah, so, I mean, yeah, I don't even know what his schedule is for the Rooster channel. I hope he's going to stream more. Come here, you little big bonk. There, we might as well have you with us because, you're bugging us now, and we're chatting, so we can have Monroe time. Main acting. Oh, of course. It's funny when I go places where people automatically associate me with Goosey. Well, I mean, anybody that knows Goose or has been around his streams, I mean, right? I mean, you know, he's he's made reference to it a bunch of times. He's really barks. Stop it. Now Angel's going off. But here, go get your bro. Go beat him up. You barks. Stop it. Come here. Oh. Here's the other one, Barks, that rarely shows up on stream visually, but you sometimes might hear him in the background carrying on like a horse's butt. Cute babies. They look cute, Kay. Trust me. Oh my God, the disaster that they left for me this morning. I'm like, oh my God. I literally thought I was going to have a heart attack. I'm like, how? But yeah, I know the little dog little dog energy. Not even. Oh my God, the mischief batteries. Literally, they will like hog an entire king size bed all day, all afternoon, and the second Mrs. Cade gets home, then all of a sudden it's like they unleash all the energy in like a 30-minute hyper crazed barrage, and then it's nap again, and then they're up and they're driving everybody up the wall again and again and again. So yeah, like literally I'll be at my desk and I'll be facing the computer, and if I like move my leg or something and the chair creaks or something, Barks here starts going off, and I'm like, dude, you're looking right at me. I like turn around and I'm like calling him, and I'm like duh, you're looking right at me. And he still goes off, and I'm like, are you done? Like, unbelievable. Yes, we're ratting you out. We're discussing your evil nature. Shameful. Mr. Barks loves to be, yeah. That's how Ellie is. As soon as Chevy comes home, but for like 3 hours, she's a quiet little girl all day with me. And that's the weird thing. Like, honestly, like, if I stay in bed with them, they're fine. No problem. You know what I mean? They're like, give me treats, stay here, don't move, let us sleep. And like, I literally, like, it's a fight to go to the restroom. It's a fight to get a bite to eat. It's insane. Like, look at this. This is just, and I've got the other one pawing at my leg right now, trying to get up. Like I've got 12 arms to carry them all. Like, look at this. Like, what is this with the paw? I'm telling you. The weird thing is they all act like this when I'm on stream. But the second that I'm not on stream, oh no. Then it's like, let's cause some chaos and mayhem. We call it witching hours when Chevy comes home. Of course. Yeah, he paws at me to get belly rubs, of course. Just barks and growls. What are you gonna do? The fur baby? No, they're fur babies. They're hellions. They're little demons. They're just they're evil. Like, don't let the cuteness fool you, folks. Just know. I will tell you from now. Biggest mistake I made is, okay, so we got Angel first, because there was some drama that happened. They were given a dog, then the dog was taken back away from them. So then, it was tears and everything. So I'm like, okay. So, we told the kids, okay, if you save up for the dog, you know what I mean? We'll get the dog. So they saved up, and, through birthday money and all that stuff, they got half the cost of the dog. So I'm like, okay, well, all right, Dad, you got to put your money where your mouth is. You made a promise. You got to stick to it. All right. It's a dad thing. I get it. It's important, especially when you got little girls. You have to keep your word. So I'm like, okay. So we get him. And then, everything's great. So then the youngest one's like, oh, well, I want a puppy that's going to stay the size of a puppy forever because he's got to be a puppy. And of course, the youngest is a mirror image of Mrs. Cade. So I'm like, okay. So then, long story short, anniversary comes up. And then I'm like, okay, well, what am I going to do here for an anniversary present? Because, sometimes I'm a big softy, my own fault. Anyhow, so Monroe, Mr. Floppy Ears there, all of a sudden the runt of the litter is seen. So I'm like, okay. And oh boy, did I make the mistake of bringing him home, because as soon as I brought him home, oh my God, that was it. Mrs. Cade was head over heels for this dog, and the dog knew it. So of course we tried to crate train him the first night, and he howled like somebody like committed murder, like the most grotesque atrocities ever known to the human race. So I'm like, okay. And just like Lady and the Tramp, big mistake, brought him up to the bed for the first night, runs right to Mrs. Cade, dives headfirst under the pillows, and then just has his nose sticking out. So of course, swoon. Oh, Mrs. Cade's like further hooked with this dog. And that was it. From that night on forward, the dog stayed in the bed and, became her baby. And from then on in, the 007 license to kill, the right to get away with anything under the sun, that document was signed, issued, delivered, stamped, notarized, tattooed, like literally. The dog can be about as welcome as a fart in church and still get away with it. It's just, it is what it is. I just moved to my office chair. Nellie looks at me like, Mama, where are you going? Oh yeah, it's true. Ellie is crate trained, but she learned how to jump up on the 3-foot tall bed last week. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. You're hooked. Hook, line, and sinker. That's it. You're definitely cooked there. But this is just fur babies. What are you going to do? Fur babies. She woke me up all last week at 8 a.m. Oh. You're lucky. You get to sleep until 8 a.m. Oh, no. Monroe, the sneaky little butthole that he is, it's like he's got an eternal clock. Oh, it's 5 a.m.? Oh, okay. I open up my eyes, there he is, and what do I get to see? I get to see him kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen that commercial or cartoon or whatever where like it's like a squirrel's about to like blow something up and you're like, no, and he's like, and you're like, no, please, and he like does it anyway. Yeah. Looks over at me and then just, gives me one of these and then goes right over to Mrs. Cade and is like staring at her, and then he like bops her with the nose to wake her up. It's kind of like, hey lady, it's 5 a.m, get up. I'm supposed to have my treats. It's bathroom time. Hey, you need to get up and go to work because I need my treats, my toys, I need my pampering. So go work for me, human. I'm just, this dog's unbelievable. Even on a Saturday morning, the dog will do it. Literally Saturday morning, Mrs. Cade's got to be like this, doing one of those, to pretend that she's sleeping. And then after a while, the dog will like look at her, stare at her, and wait. And then he'll just do a circle thing, and he'll plop down. And literally, this dog is like you can go like that, and the dog will fly away. But like he drops and like just literally plops down up against Mrs. Cade, and it's like a Mack truck hits you. Like, I don't know where this dog gets his weight, but you can hear it and feel it, like boom on the bed. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And I turn over and there he is, just curled up in a ball right beside her. I'm like, unbelievable. She woke me, which would be fine if I didn't go to bed at 2 a.m. This is true. Lurk, got to go into a meeting real quick. Sorry. No worries, Kay. Thank you for the lurk. Thank you for stopping by and all that good stuff. Enjoy your meeting. All right, folks. Let's play one last battle, and then we'll raid it out, and we'll call it an afternoon. Tonight, we're probably going to be streaming Skull and Bones. Kind of a new game to our docket. So if you're, familiar with the game, great. If you're not familiar with the game, it's a kind of a pirates game made by Ubisoft. So we will take a look at that tonight and, play around with it and, hey, just have some fun and chill. Okay. So, hey, I appreciate everybody for stopping by and all that good stuff. All right. What are we going to play? You know what? We'll just take the Marder out. Because, it fits the stream title. What's a Marder with you? All right, let's go. In 3, 2, 1, battle. In we go. So we got Dietenheim as our last map. It's weird. I haven't got Opava. I haven't got it once. I don't think I've gotten it once today. Which is odd. But, what are you going to do? Bada bing bong. What? You were banned from Opava? Probably. Probably. All right, let's go. Oh, low rolled that. Had the potential to take him for a 2-shot. $123, there we go. Oh, just over his noggins. Oh, come on, that shaved him. Are you kidding me? All right, we got our engine back. Let's roll on up here. 7 on 5. Still got some hit points that we can spare, so let's do it. These guys are pew-pewing everything to bing bong death. Do we got? No. Damn gun depression. I thought we were gonna have enough. Boom. Oh, you're cooked. No, back away. just over his tracks. Come on, bot. Move. Oh. I threw that away. Come on. Oh shit, I ran out of AP rounds. APCR? Hmm? Seven kills, 1317 damage, 14,500 points, and a partridge in a pear tree. Hell of a way to finish it off. These are some hard shots right over the edge of the ground, right? I mean, just the, yeah. I listen, in my opinion, I think, yeah, this tank is a bit on the high end. I think it needs some work. I can't say it's fine as is. To be fair, I mean, the armor's not the issue really per se. Because I mean, it can be taken out. Reload needs work. That needs to be nerfed. Maybe some gun depression, firepower, and protection for sure. I don't know. I'm worried that they're going to hit this too hard, but it needs a bit of a nerf. To be fair, to be fair to both sides of the coin. I mean, hey, we got to be fair here. But other than that, it's a great tank. It's fun. I highly recommend you guys, if you got a chance, get it, play it, have fun with it. If you've got the credits, max it out. Quicker you do that, I mean, it's just, it just becomes a beast. Even stock, it's pretty, it's a pretty strong tank. But yeah, there's not too many tanks that are gonna really pose much of an issue to this tank, at least until people to figure out to play against it like an M3 Lee. But there's few and far between tanks that are going to tangle with this successfully, that really pound for pound are going to fight against it, without having to really strategize too much. If you take out the gun from this equation. But M3 Lee, T28, but again, those are tier 3s fighting against tier 2. I will tell you guys, if you come across a Marder 1 on the battlefield, take it out as soon as you can. The gun on it will ruin your team real quick. It'll cut through you guys like a hot knife through butter. And you don't even need APCR. Just straight AP. I don't think there's anything we've come across that we haven't penned pretty regularly. So APCR on this is overkill. I honestly, I would scrap. I'd probably maybe keep 5 APCR rounds, just 5 to 7 rounds, just for in case. but I would have, definitely I would go heavy on the AP, for sure. But that's just my 2 cents and all it's worth. Thank everybody. Thank you, everybody, for sticking around with us, tuning in, and all that good stuff. And thank you, everybody, for the games, your support. You guys are amazing. Hey, just thanks for coming by. And even if you're lurking or whatever, I appreciate it. It means the world. Hopefully, we grow from here. We go on and get, bigger, better, and hopefully our community grows. I will throw out some links. There is our Discord, our YouTube, and there is our Twitter links. Feel free to click them, sub, join, like, follow, subscribe, comment, all the typical, internet beggar stuff. It's free, and it gets you more A2K and helps us get out there in the algorithms that may be. So again, huge thank you. If you guys are watching this VOD on Twitch or YouTube, hey, make sure you smash the follow button on Twitch, especially turn on your notifications, and hey, just come hang out. We the more the merrier. We're always looking to add more people to our community, and hey, it's fun to shoot the breeze with you guys, or put on some streams, and hopefully you guys enjoy the content. But without further ado, I'm going to get out of here. We're going to go put a raid on, and we will see you tonight at about 7 p.m. Eastern. We are going to be doing Skull and Bones. So hopefully you guys are in for that. And yeah, we will catch you then. But let's go over and see our buddies over at Panzer Comp, so we can get you more Marder action and all that good stuff. So stick around, get your Bing Bong channel points, and Bing Bong us the next time you come around. If you're curious about downloading this game, you can go to panzercomp.net and download it for free. And don't worry, any progress you do on this launcher will carry over to Steam, as well as when the game goes live. There will be no server resets. So it's a small file size, tons of fun. Really no reason for you not to get in and check this out. Give it a try. You'll be surprised, especially if you're a World of Tanker out there. But yeah, without further ado, have a good one. See you guys later tonight. Until then, A2K is out. Stay frosty, folks. Thanks for the games, McGandy and Metavale. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Mrs. Cade, as usual. Everybody else who's lurking, chatting. Love you guys. Have a good one, man.